Smile. Elliot! So, today we're going to be making a Boston cream pie cake. So first things first, we have 6-inch cake pans, and what we always do first is we grease the pans. Go around the edges first, then go into the middle.
We're doing this?
And then now we are going to get a little more for the next one. Preheat the oven to 325. So on this Betty Crocker box, it says to preheat the oven to 350, but I'm going to give you a tip, and that's that if you heat it to 325 instead of 350 and just make it go for a little longer, you're going to have flat cakes so that you can stack them. But if you have if you heat them to like 350, then for a shorter time, it's going to be domed. So first, I'm going to pour the cake mix into here. Make sure you get all that stuff out.
Do you wish you were the cameraman, Iain, so you can come on a table?
Okay. So next, we crack the eggs in.
Whee!
Make sure not to get any shell in there. Once you hear that first crack, that's when you start turning. Okay.
Last one.
Yep. Okay. Now we're going to pour the oil in. Got a half cup of oil that we're going to pour in.
It's so fun, Daddy. Gonna like back and
Now we're
forth.
going to pour the water in.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna raise up the bowl. And then we're gonna start it to stir until they're all incorporated together. Almost there. We're gonna go a little bit faster. As you can see, it's all nice yellow. And we're gonna go to 6, and this is the highest we're gonna go. Let it go for a little bit. And we're gonna slowly start going back. Okay, so we're gonna put 3 teaspoons in there, or if you guys have a tablespoon at home, you guys can do that too. I would give you guys a tip that you should always do it over the thing so that if you get any extra drips, then they just fall in here. Okay, I did 3 teaspoons. And now we're going to mix it again. So now we're pouring them in to about halfway. the oven. Because we did 325 instead of what the box said as 350, we're going to do it for 30 minutes instead of 25 because it'll spread more evenly. So now that we have put the cakes in the oven, we are going to make the pudding filling. Okay, so first we pour in the Jell-O packet. Make sure you get all that stuff out. Okay, and we're gonna add 1.5 cups of milk. Now we're gonna whisk up all this. I'm gonna say for about 30 seconds. So that it oozes out slowly instead of quickly liquiding out. We're gonna stir it until it's about thickened and everything is incorporated and you don't really feel anything on the bottom. Should be a little bit hard to stir because it's really thick. Okay, so as you can see, it is very thick. If I do this, it doesn't really fall as much like a normal glaze would be because this is a pudding filling. And we're going to cover it up and put it in the fridge. So we're going to check these now. You'll see how they're doing. Camera's ready? Looking good. Yep, nice and moist. We're gonna take them out now. Oh, the camera! Hey, I'm supposed one. And grab the other. Okay, we're gonna turn the oven off. Make sure to put the rack back. We're using chocolate buttercream, which my mom has already made in advance from another cake. We had just taken the cakes out of the freezer. When we took them out, they slightly domed. We might use this a little later. So the tools we need for this icing the cake is a turntable, some cardboard circles, a small icing spatula, and a big icing spatula. If your cakes have domes, you'll need a cake saw, which cuts the top off when you do that and saw it back and forth. That's how we got these off. And then obviously we'll need frosting. Okay, so now we are going to pipe a dam around. Oh, see, I missed a little bit over there, so I gotta come back. Oh, and another thing, make sure to keep it against the other icing while you're turning it, because otherwise it's just gonna like miss spots. See, now we have almost a good amount. We just need a little more up here. So now we're putting the filling in. We just kind of glob it in the middle. Don't want it to overflow or it messes up the crumb cake. Coating, I mean.
Not crumb cake.
And now we have our filling.
It's like a burger.
So now we're gonna put on a crumb coat. A crumb coat is very light. And gotta spin this around so that make sure not to use that much. So now we are going to do a zigzag line. So we're still going to be doing that same V line all the way
Back
and forth. mom did the crumb coat, and I'm gonna show you the way she did it. She came in at a shallow angle and spun it like this so that it flattened it out and made it nice and well, thin. And oh, and by the way, my mom is the owner of Missy's Sweet Treats. So now we're going to frost the cake. Make sure you guys are using a 1M piping tip, and we're going to be making rosettes. See, they don't have to be perfect. You guys just gotta think from your heart. So you go in a circle like this, and then dot in the center, push and pull out. So my mom helped me a little bit with the rosettes, but the top I got myself. I made a box with blossom in the middle and then flowers around it. So this is our finished product.
Yeah. And we decorated all M&Ms on the top so it can look more pretty.
Yeah, it made it look like a river around the top.
Yo. It's a pie slice. It's pizza. Guess what? It's pizza. Oh. A pizza cake. Princess in the sky. Wow, that's a big piece.